everybody, this is Tambio and I'm back with another Transformers video review. This time I have Transformers Unite Warriors Decepticon Stunicons Combiner Menasor. And this is UW-02. It's also the Takara Tomei version of Menasor. So this is a exclusive in Japan where they have all 5 of them in there. They don't include Blackjack in there because he wasn't originally a piece of Menasor, so they have that. So they actually did like Hasbro, where they took Dead End and repainted him as Wildrider. They actually got the name to Wildrider, and they didn't rename him as Breakneck. So it's good. All the names are correct and such like that. So you can see on the front here, you can see Menasor, and then you can see all of the other Stunicons coming in and driving next to him, I guess, then combining to form him. So you can come in here and there's a flap that's held down with some magnets in here, and you can see the Stunicons in there. So it's very nice. And then if I bring this down, then you can see the bio and such up here with a full picture of Menasor and where all the pieces go to make him. And then there's a bio over here that I can't read. So you come over here and you look at his tech specs, and his strength is a 10. His intellect is looks like a 3. His speed is very slow. He's a 2. His endurance is a 9. His rank is a 5. His courage is a 9. His fire blast is a 9, and his skill is a 6. It's weird that his fire blast is a 9 if he has a sword. That's strange. Oh, so on the sides of the boxes, you have that United Warriors logo with the Decepticon Stunicons Combiner Menasor thing, and it's on all the sides. And you have kind of looking up here, you have that wire framed face of Menasor. We're coming on to the back here. Look at this, and you can see all the different pieces of him. So you got the Motormaster, you got Dragstrip, you got Dead End, you got Breakdown, you got Wildrider, and then it's showing that basically you can move these anywhere that you want to. It really doesn't matter because the connectors are all the same, and you can even move these guys around and combine him with the aerial bots too. So alright, and once again, just like the aerial bots video, this is actually going to be a comparison video. So there's not going to be any per se step-by-step transformation instructions on here. If you want to check those out, those will actually be up in the tab section, so you can look at that right now. It'll also be up there through the whole video, so if you decide that you want to look at transformation for a certain character, feel free to look up there. So let me go ahead and get these guys out of the box so we can check them out. Alright, so before we get into this, there are some extra things that come in the box with him. So he does have that really nice instruction booklet type thing. So you come in here and you see all the different pieces that are on here, all the different weapons and such and things like that. And then you have your Motormaster instructions. Then you have how to turn him into his combined portion. Then you have your instructions for Dragstrip, and then how to turn him into his 2 different components, either arm or leg. And then you have your Dead End instructions, and then the limbs for him, and then you have Breakdown, and then the limbs for him, and then you have Wildrider and limbs for him, and then you have where you put them, and then you have an alternate kind of transformation if you want to turn the legs into arms and the arms into legs. And then you have a picture of Menasor right here, along with some of Superion's arms and legs and such. So you can mix and match and do whatever you want to. And then on the back, you have another one of those funny pictures right here with the aerial bots flying over the Stunicons right here, racing on some cars and stuff. And then you can see once again in the back here, Metroplex. So, and then it also comes with some alterations or some I guess, appendages to the instructions. I guess they forgot to leave, or forgot to put in some stuff like this right here. It shows like this was left out. I'm assuming that putting on the hands was left out. I don't know. So also, depending on where you get this guy at, I got this at Robot Kingdom because I wanted to get the coin. So here's the coin right here, and you can see it says Transformers Menasor UW-02, and it's the chest. So you open that up, and you have the inside of the chest right here, and you have your Menasor coin right here, and it's a very nice coin. I do love my coins. So you have under here, it's Decepticons. It doesn't, unfortunately, it doesn't have the names of all the members for Menasor on there like it did for Superion. So usually whenever I can, I try to get a coin for the stuff that comes with coins. So sometimes I have to order them from different places to get those coins. Alright, so first up is going to be Motormaster. So here's Motormaster right here, and this is the Takara version of him. And then here we have the Hasbro version of him. You'll notice that they're way different. You got the dark purples on this is really nice. You know, they did do the headlights. He's more of a black than gray on here. They did, oh gosh, I just noticed that too. They did the silver on the rims. So that's very nice. The only thing that they really missed is putting the silver on these pieces right here, painting that. They missed that once again. And they painted, looks like the gas tank purple. So cool. They painted all the window sections. Are those paint or are those stickers? Those are actually stickers, or at least this one right here is. That's a sticker right there. Yeah, it's a sticker right there. They added a sticker. They must have forgot to paint that, so they added stickers. I'll have to get some kind of something to push that down on. I got something handy right here. My wife leaves these everywhere. I find them in the bed and everywhere. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Push that sticker down in there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and transform this guy. What happened here? Come on. Uh-oh. I hope that that's not... okay, I just had to force it through. Dang, that sucks. Okay. Alright, so there's Motormaster. Let's go ahead and get this a little bit better situated, because he's a little bit taller of a figure, so I got to push him back a little bit farther. Alright, so here's the Hasbro Motormaster. And I think right off the bat, I'm digging this this Takara one a little bit better. And I do like the darker colors on him. You know, I'm thinking. Strange. I may have to go into. This is a little bit different. The ratchets are in a different spot. I don't know what happened here, but this one sits a little with his legs spread apart, and this one he doesn't naturally take that pose because see, I push them together and they push back apart. Huh. I wonder if my Hasbro one was put together incorrectly. I'll have to take a look at them. But yeah, taking a look at them, you know, you can see up in the face the lavender is the same color in the faces, but then you have a whole gray right here instead of painted black and then gray around it. And then coming into the chest, it's black, but it has a deeper purple color. And you come down here and you can see everything is darker. I do like that darker gray, that darker, yeah, I guess it's gray. It's the same color for the feet. So you have some purple here and some purple here, and then purple down here, where you just have the purple here and this. And then they took the silver paint and made it go all the way through the arms. Except the only thing that wasn't painted is the fists on there. And then your Decepticon logo is on the shoulder rather than the middle of the chest. So. And I guess I'll go ahead and show off the back of them. Which really doesn't matter. It's going to be kind of superior on things whenever, not superior, Menasor things whenever we get done with this. But alright, so here's the weapons for the Takara version. You can see that it's actually painted on a black color. So, and then the Hasbro version is painted on a gray. So, the paint looks about the same. I don't see any real differences in it. This looks a little bit duller, so this may actually go a little bit better with the Perfect Combiners version because it wasn't as shiny as this version. So next up is gonna be Dragstrip. So let me go ahead and lower this back down. And here's the Hasbro version of it. And you know what? I do have to say that I do like this darker orange on here, and I don't know. I like that they left the purple out too. I don't know. Seeing this now, I like that the purple was left off of there. So it looks like they did the rims and everything. It's all the same. They instead of having a black seat, they made it silver in here, and then they put a Decepticon logo down here with some orange accents right here too. Okay, I think I know why they did the black here to kind of maybe resemble the third wheel that he's supposed to have. That's the only reason I can really think that they did the black right here. They should have done the stripes down the side of the arm right here. I think that would have made it look a little bit better. But other than that, you know, I do like this. And then the stripe should have been this way, but oh well. And originally there was no stripe down here, so, but they did paint, I just see that they did paint this part here, the wing part. Let's go ahead and transform this guy, and okay. Wow, I didn't think they could make him look even creepier, but he does. That's crazy. Alright, so here's Dragstrip right here. Alright, so here is the Hasbro version of him. So just looking at him, you know, it's the same head, but with the color change on it, I actually kind of dig this guy a little bit better. You know, the only thing that I think that they could have done is they should have put purple on these little bits that come out of the side right here. That's about it. They made him, they made this guy a little bit more cartoon accurate, and this one seems to be a little bit more toy accurate as for the head. So just looking at the bodies, you know, you can tell, you really tell a difference, you know, with the orange legs here. It seems a little wobbly. Yeah, it's wobbly on this one too, on Hasbro. At first glance, you can't really see a lot of the paint because it's really, you know, because you have orange and then you have a darker orange on top of that orange. Your Decepticon logo is on the other side. Once again, they did use the black screws on this one like they did on Superion, so that's cool. I don't know. I don't know if I like the silver screws better than the black screws. I'm not really sure on this. The hands, they did paint orange. So pretty much everything that was almost purple is now a darker color orange, except for the shoulders, which are black. So for the weapons, you know, you have your gun sword. This is for the Hasbro version in your foot. And for the Takara version, they used basically the same color, so everything is almost exactly the same. Except for the inside, so this is purple and this is black because they use different color molded parts for these guys. Alright. And then next up we have Dead End. And here is the Hasbro version of Dead End. So, you know, taking a look at them, there's some similarities and there's some, you know, way different things. So it looks like the plastic is the same color. The only thing that's really missing on these guys is the gray on this side and the orange stripe that goes down here. Which that orange stripe makes them a little bit more toy accurate. So I don't know why they decided to leave it out on this guy. The only thing I can think of is that it makes them a little bit more show accurate. I'm not 100% sure on that, but every incarnation of him as a toy has always had this orange strip on there. So, alright, so we'll go ahead and go into transformation on this guy. And rotate that around. Okay, so there's Dead End like that. Alright, and here's the Hasbro version of them. So you can see there's some differences, mainly in with the chest. The head and everything you can tell are pretty much the same. So you have a lighter color gray with the darker color gray in here with the darker color Decepticon symbol. The orange right here has been moved to the middle, and you can see that the middle portion right here of his waist is actually a darker color, along with the his kneecaps. And then down here at the bottom, it's about the same. So you have this black right here at the shoulders. That's about it on it. And then that makes him a little bit more G1 accurate on this side. So I don't mind the gray over here. I do like seeing the differences in what Hasbro has and then what Takara Otome tries to do with it. So usually they're a little bit more accurate in with the color and such like that. So as for the weapons, you know, here are the Hasbro versions of them. So let me go get the. So here are the weapons for the Hasbro version. So you can just take a look at, see the differences, or not a lot of difference. Black and gray. Okay, so. Something that I didn't point out before is that it's actually different. They actually reused Dragstrip's foot for this guy. So the feet and the legs and hands are all, or the feet and the hands are all, they're all different. They try to make them match up. So they try to make the hands the same and the feet the same. So you don't have this one for him. You end up having two of these. So that was something that I needed to show, or that I forgot to show. So. And then next up we have Breakdown, and then we have the Hasbro version of the Breakdown. So as you can tell, basically the only real differences that we have in here are the Decepticon symbol and where that's located, and then the 15 Racing on here. And then you have, which is nice, you have Decepticon logos on the sides. So, oh, they painted the taillights. Hey, thank you. Yeah, it's about taillights. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and transform this guy real quick. Let's see here. Come on, let go. Right. There that goes. Oh, to lock that in. Around the head. This one's one of the more pain in the butt ones when transforming him. He's not hard to transform, it's just weird things going on. Okay. Alright, so here is the Takara one. And here's the Hasbro version. So some main differences that you'll see is up here in the top portion. They actually made it white, which makes it a little bit more cartoon accurate, I guess. So instead of having it all blue up here, and then these connectors right here, they actually molded them in white, or in the off cream color. The connector, the connector for combined mode is molded out of blue this time, and they took the silver and they removed it from the feet and actually put it right here. So All the other colors on here seem to be the same. Except for the Decepticon symbol was moved to a different location. They have the cream color right here instead of the silvers. So you got that, and then this was molded in that cream color instead of blue. So cool. And taking a look at the weapons, this is the weapon that you get with Hasbro version. So you have this, and it has these connectors so that you can actually connect it to him in his car mode, and then there's his weapon. But you know, as I was saying, that they're actually taking these and putting them together so that both the hands and both the feet are the same. So they actually took this piece, which was actually from Dead End, and gave it to the hands. So it's really weird, but they're doing this, so it's strange. So now you have these, but so I guess if you wanted to, you could switch them around. But he's supposed to be an arm, so this would be a hand. There's no real way to get them correct out of all of them. And then there's his weapon; it's exactly the same. So. You can't, because it doesn't have this. Jeez. So you can't even connect it onto him. You'd have to put it upside down, and you know how I feel about that. So with everything, that is the one withdrawal with having the Takara version, is that you don't get all the proper weapons and things. So, you know, one thing for another with this one. So go ahead and go on to the next figure, I guess. Alright, so the last figure that we have is Wildrider, and here is the Hasbro version of him. They did leave out the silver paint app on here, but they did add a back windshield for him, which wasn't needed. It's not in the original toy. So I don't really know why they did that. They did do the paint apps on this, but they did not do the paint app on this, so I don't understand why they did that either. Usually they painted the tail lights, so I don't know. And then they did the color. This color is correct, so it's not two-toned. So I don't understand. Don't really understand. They should have painted this part right here. Oh, they even painted the front grille right here. So yeah, I don't even know even more now. So let me go ahead and transform this guy. It around. All right, so here's the Takara version of Wildrider. All right, and here's the Hasbro version of him. So we got that, and you can see that there are some different paint app variations on him, especially up with the chest area and the legs. So this top portion right here is molded in a gray color instead of red. Then you come down here and you get a blue paint app right here instead of this purple, and that ties in a little bit more with the cartoon. You come down here and you get gray instead of black connector. I don't know, I can understand black connector because the connector was black on the original. You come down here, the hips, it's a little bit of a instead of black, it's more of a gray. And then you come down here, and the legs are gray. So you come down to the feet. You have silver feet right here, but the silver is painted right here on the Hasbro version. The connector was molded in gray instead of black. You come to the arms, and you can see that there's a little bit of a difference here. So this whole arm piece right here is red instead of just this part, and then they did the arms in gray instead of, or the fists in gray instead of red. This piece right here was molded in gray so that you don't get the cohesion all the way through. Kind of like with this, where the original G1 toy had red going all the way through, but I kind of understand why they did this and why they changed it, because then you get more cohesion into here instead of having, or in vehicle mode, you lose a little bit in robot mode to gain more in vehicle mode. So it's pretty good. And so for the weapons, the Hasbro version, you get this weapon right here, which is the proper weapon, the weapon that you get with Dead End. It's the same weapon that you get with Dead End. So, and then you do get the same weapons, or you get the proper weapons with this guy. See, so here, let me show you. See, it's the same hand foot thing, and then the weapon. So. Alright, so give me a moment and I'll go ahead and build him into Menasor and we can check him out. Alright, so here is Takara Tome Menasor. And you know what, since I don't know what they did with those hips, but I'm going to have to go into it and figure out what they did. Maybe the hip joints were put in backwards on the Hasbro version of it, but it seems like now that they're properly aligned, that everything stays in balance a little bit better. Let me move that up for you. So I got that. Let me. That should be good right there. So it seems like pretty much everything stays in balance, like I was saying, with the feet and such like that, because now his legs are straight down. He's not making like a wide stance like you'll see here in just a moment with the Hasbro version. So here is the Hasbro version, and mine for some reason will not stand up by itself anymore, so I have to lean it against something. Here's his sword. Forgot to give him his sword. So, which you can't see it because it's off the screen, but so the big differences that you're going to notice here are in with the main chest portion that was Motormaster, and you'll notice that there's different paint apps right here, where there's this purple right here, and they took out the grays. And then you still have the dark purples from the windshield and such. And you actually have a Decepticon symbol right here. The face looks exactly the same, except for these are black instead of the Hasbro being green, or not green, gray. So you come down here and you have the darker purple again. You come down here, you have the darker gray with just the regular gray here. This portion was painted, which they didn't paint this, which the reason they painted this was so that it matched this. They did paint the circle right here, and then they painted the purple in here. I guess if you wanted to open the inside of it, I can let you see the differences in the two, which they don't really focus on anything in here. It's not, there's no paint apps or anything. It's just a different colored gray paint, or different colored gray plastic right here, and then this is a different colored gray right here. So there's no paint apps or anything in there to distinguish the two. I think really Takara version is just they're wanting to keep this closed and hidden, which I can kind of understand that. It's, I don't know. I like that they added that detail in there, but I wish that they would have done something else with this stuff. Thanks for watching. Once again, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambiota, and I'll see you guys next time.